Today I want to talk about a management principle that I firmly believe in called 5 to 1. And I'm not assuming anybody has heard of that because it's something that I came up with many years ago. But in this principle, 5 to 1, let's look at most managers believe their responsibility, their obligation is to walk around and address everything that's going wrong directly, everything that's going wrong. And that's their job. So they walk around, look for the issue, address it head on, and they say that's wonderful management. I want to issue a little difference on that with this 5 to 1. What if, instead of looking for everything that is going wrong, you started looking for what is going right? You started looking for what the team is doing very well. And we did it with an intention of having 5 good things to one area of opportunity for improvement. That's 5 good things to one area of opportunity for improvement. And we can illustrate this by even a cat. If you have a cat and they're outdoors a lot, they find great pride in bringing you the dead mouse. Oh, look at me, I've got this dead mouse. What I find historically is this will dramatically change the entire shop. One of the examples I use in this is that of a technician where if you went to a technician in your department and asked them to stay late, would you stay late? Mary has got to go on vacation tomorrow. She's taking her family down to Florida, and we've got to finish up that car for her trip. Would you stay late and get that accomplished? And the technician says, okay, sure, I'll be glad to help her get on vacation, and I'll stay late and accomplish that. Then, naturally, let's say the very next day, the service manager is in a spot again. He goes to the same guy who he feels he knows will help him and says, hey, look, now Judy's got to pick up her family. We've got this need. Can you stay late tonight and finish that vehicle so she can meet her obligation? Technician gladly accepts that and accomplishes the repair on the vehicle, gets to the customer, and the dealership looks like a hero in both of these incidents. Now the same technician comes in at 8:15 on the following day, and picture this service manager that believes, again, it's the function of a service manager, walks over to this guy and starts railing on the technician. You know we start here at 8 o'clock. What in the world are you doing here showing up at 8:15? I will write you up the next time that happens. Now, I never claimed to be a mind reader, but I know exactly what that technician is thinking. See if I do that again. I stayed late twice to take care of that, show up 15 minutes late, and I get railed on. I'm not going to do that again. And no one would dispute that that would be the thought. Now, there's a magic thing that happens here with the mind, that when you start focusing on the good and acknowledging and thanking your team, and you're aware of this concept, 5 to 1, wouldn't you have just acknowledged that technician twice. Hey, I really appreciate what you did for the dealership. Mary got on vacation. Judy got her obligation met. Thanks again for always being there for me. I know it's taken out of your personal time, but I really appreciate it. Then when that technician would show up 15 minutes late, his mind would have to recall I've been complimenting him on staying late several times. So the approach on that incident might change. Hey, look, Bill, I know you stayed late for me the last 2 nights. The fact is, the other team members didn't know that. Only I do. But what they see is you coming in late. So I'm sure that you've got your reasons, but if you would pay more attention to that so the other team players know that we do have these rules and we're all living by the rules. Wouldn't that approach be more productive for the entire team when we're looking at getting the best out of our people? You see, the focus of the manager changing will improve productivity, employee morale. It'll also improve customer care. Because believe me, the manager that only points out the negative, that only points out what is going wrong, the quality of life of that department and the entire structure of the employee base, the quality of life of those individuals will be lower. Do you think they're excited to care for the customer when they're only getting railed on about what's wrong, where everything that they do right goes unacknowledged? I will tell you that one of the most common things I hear when I travel in through dealerships across this country, one of the most common things I hear when I'm complimenting people and I'm using the 5-to-1, you know what, Rob, you're the only one that noticed. You're the only one that ever brought that up. Thank you. Is that the kind of environment you have in your dealership? Do you acknowledge what they're doing well? Or is your focus on all of the negative? I want to challenge everybody today to rethink what they do and focus in on that ratio. Maybe you need a little stick-it note on top of your computer terminal that says 5-to-1 as a reminder. Start focus on the positive. Focus on what's going well. Doesn't mean you stop addressing the negative issues, the opportunities for improvement. You still address those. But what you'll find is those become less and less. And your employees will show that sense of pride when they bring you the next accomplishment. I want to thank everybody for your time and hope you have an incredible week and start focusing in on this 5-to-1. Goodbye for now.
Mark your calendars, October 13 and 14, we're going to have our very first advisor training seminar in Cleveland, Ohio. We're going to have 2 days out of your dealership to work with your advisors and maximize their talent, skills, and challenge them to maximize your customer care. It's crazy good. I'll see you there.